Hold up, football fans. While everyone's busy analyzing the 49ers' first-round selection of Georgia edge rusher Michael Williams, I've uncovered the real story that's about to shake up this draft. San Francisco is reportedly zeroing in on Toledo's wrecking ball Darius Alexander in round 2, a prospect with superhuman strength, but one major red flag that's dividing draft rooms across the league. This isn't just another mock draft prediction. This is a potential franchise-defining decision that perfectly illustrates the eternal NFL debate: immediate impact versus long-term investment. John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan find themselves walking a precarious tightrope as they approach pick 143. Their championship window remains wide open after last season's devastating conference championship loss to Detroit, but their defensive line has shown concerning signs of vulnerability. Williams addresses the edge, but interior disruption has become increasingly vital in a league dominated by quick-passing attacks designed to neutralize outside pressure. Alexander represents exactly what modern NFL defenses crave: a 6'4", 305-pound human bulldozer with surprising athleticism and technical refinement. His Senior Bowl domination turned heads when he consistently collapsed pockets against top-tier offensive line prospects, displaying rare power that NFL defensive line coaches dream about during their late-night film sessions. What makes Alexander particularly intriguing is his unconventional path to the NFL. After initially pursuing basketball at a junior college, he discovered football relatively late, explaining his advanced age compared to typical prospects. His developmental curve has been astronomical, improving dramatically each season at Toledo, while accumulating an impressive 5 tackles for loss and 7 sacks during his final campaign. When you study his tape, you'll notice technical refinement that belies his limited experience. Alexander combines raw power with increasingly sophisticated hand usage, displaying the ability to stack and shed against the run, while maintaining the explosive first step to penetrate gaps on passing downs. Defensive line coach Chris Kokorek would undoubtedly salivate at the opportunity to mold such malleable clay, particularly given Alexander's reputation for insatiable work ethic and leadership qualities that earned him team captain status despite his relatively brief tenure at Toledo. However, the elephant in the war room centers around Alexander's birth certificate. At 25 years old, turning 26 midway through his rookie season, he represents a significant deviation from San Francisco's typical draft philosophy under Lynch and Shanahan. This regime has historically valued youth and developmental upside, preferring prospects with room to grow through their critical second contracts. Alexander would be pushing 30 by the time his rookie deal expires, severely limiting San Francisco's potential return on investment during those cost-controlled years. This age factor becomes particularly relevant for a 49ers organization facing looming salary cap challenges, with massive contracts already allocated to Christian McCaffrey, Deebo Samuel, Trent Williams, and eventually Brock Purdy. The economic efficiency of rookie contracts represents perhaps the NFL's most valuable commodity, something potentially compromised when investing premium draft capital in an older prospect, regardless of his immediate impact potential. Yet competing perspectives emphasize San Francisco's championship window. Does a team potentially one defensive tackle away from Super Bowl contention have the luxury of prioritizing long-term developmental trajectories over immediate contributions? Williams and Alexander could theoretically transform San Francisco's defensive front overnight, providing the interior disruption desperately needed against offensive juggernauts like Detroit and Green Bay. What's your verdict, faithful? Should Lynch pull the trigger on Alexander despite the age concerns? Or would the 49ers be better served targeting younger prospects with higher developmental ceilings? The decision highlights football's eternal tension between present and future, a balancing act that defines championship organizations. Having already solidified their edge position with Williams, Alexander could complete a defensive line renovation that propels them back to championship contention. I'm personally skeptical about investing premium draft capital in a prospect with limited runway before physical decline typically begins for interior defenders. But draft history is littered with older prospects who defied conventional wisdom, Brandon Weeden and Chris Weinke notwithstanding. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Would you embrace Alexander's immediate impact potential or prefer a younger developmental prospect at pick number 43? Hit that like button if you want more draft coverage as we approach day 2, and let me know which other positions you think the 49ers should target with their remaining selections.